Good day everyone, and welcome back to another video in our Azure Databricks series. In today's video, we are diving into something exciting, Unity Catalog. Specifically, we are going to look at how to create Unity Catalog and why setting up the Metastore is the first, most crucial step. We will walk through the entire process step by step with no complex jargons. So, whether you are new to Databricks or just looking to enhance your knowledge, you are in the right place. Let's get started. Before we jump into the steps, let's talk about what Unity Catalog actually is in simple terms. Unity Catalog is a unified governance solution for managing and organizing your data within Azure Databricks. Think of it as a central directory where you can manage data access, set permissions, and track metadata. It helps ensure that your data is secure, organized, and easily accessible for analysis. It simplifies how you manage data across your different teams and departments. Now, let's move to Metastore, the foundation of Unity Catalog. In simple terms, the Metastore is like the brain of the Unity Catalog. It is a place where all your data, asset tables, files, and permissions are organized. The Metastore keeps track of everything, making sure that your data is properly managed and controlled. Without the Metastore, Unity Catalog wouldn't know where your data is, who has access to it, or how to keep everything in check. That's why creating a Metastore is the first and most important step when setting up Unity Catalog. All right, let's jump into the practical part. I will guide you step by step through the process of creating a Metastore in Azure Databricks, which is the first thing we need to do before creating Unity Catalog. We will implement things step by step. So what I'll do is I will first show you creating a login in the Microsoft infra, and then we will take it from there. Yeah. In order to work or follow this video in your Azure subscription, please remember that you should be part of global administrator role. Yeah, only a global administrator can create and configure Unity Catalog. So this is something that you need to keep in mind. Yeah. So first thing is what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a user, so that it's going to be step by step, and then people can follow the same thing without checking anything else. Yeah. Let's create a new user here. Yeah. Let's name that user as JB Databricks. Yeah. And then let's put the display name as this. Yeah. And what we'll do is the password, we will set it as whatever value you want, but just remember that the only problem is when you try to log in using this login, yeah, you will have to change your password for the first time. Yeah, so that is something that you need to keep in mind. Yeah, so depending on that, you need to provide a proper password. Okay, so I have given my password here. Not going to give anything here. I will just proceed on to the assignment. In the assignment here, what you have to basically do is you need to provide the global administrator here. Yeah, so this global administrator is very much required for any user who basically will configure the Unity Catalog. Yeah, so right now I am on a Visual Studio Enterprise subscription, so I'm the only owner of this particular subscription, so it's easy for me to configure it as a global administrator. Yeah, but in case if you're trying to do this on your organization portal, then getting global administrator would be a huge challenge. Yeah, in that case, what you need to do is you need to get in touch with a global administrator and then request his or her help on this particular thing. Yeah, let's click on review plus create. and then you can create it. Just remember the password that you have created. So right now we have created this login called JB Databricks. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to my subscription here, yeah, and then I'm going to uh, give owner permission for the created user for my subscription. Okay, so now what I'm going to do on the access control I'm going to click on add role assignment, yeah, and then I'm going to select owner, yep. Or else what I'll do is like I'll go to, you shouldn't be doing it from the job function roles. Instead, I'll use the privileged administrator roles and click on select, click on owner, yeah. Click on next, and then you need to select that particular user that you have created, yeah. In my case, that is called JB Databricks, so I'm selecting that, yeah. And then I'm going to select this allow user to assign all roles, highly privileged, yeah. So the activity that you're going to do, the Unity catalog, is a very, very critical activity that basically going to decide who is going to access what and things like that. So it requires a high privilege for it to be created and configured. Yeah, if you follow the details that I've told in the start of this video, you can clearly understand like how critical it is, and also like you require highly privileged logins to do that. Yeah, so let's click on review plus assign, and then let's create it. So I have right now added the login created as a owner into this particular subscription. Yeah. So now what I'm going to do is like, now that I have created it, let's look at the Azure Databricks workspace. Yeah. So in my case, I have two workspaces. One is in South India and another one is in Central India. Yeah. So I'm not going to create a workspace here. It's a straightforward thing. Anyone can do it. So I'm not going to do that. Yeah. Now what I'm going to do is like I'm going to create a storage account. Yeah. And then I will place it in the South India region so that we can configure the Metastore and Unity catalog on South India region. Yeah. So let's click on storage account, and then let's create one. Okay, let's select the resource group as JB Databricks, and storage account name. What I'll do is like I will name it as Databricks underscore Unity ALOG underscore SI. SI is basically South India. Yeah. Let's remove this underscore here. I don't want that underscore. It is not allowed, it seems. Okay, I will name it as JBADB Unity Catalog Unity Catalog SI. Yeah, and I will leave the region as South India. Yeah, and then I will have the performance as standard, but you can. It's always good to have the premium. Yeah, so I will use LRS. Let's click on next. So the most important thing is like you need to enable the hierarchical namespaces here. That's going to be a critical component here. You need to select that. Yeah. Let's click on next. I will leave everything else as default, and then let's create it. Let's wait for it to complete, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, so it's created now. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a container inside that. Let's name it as Unity Catalog Metastore, and then let's create it. Okay, so it is created now. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get into my Databricks workspace. Let's click on launch workspace. Yeah. Okay, so if you see here, we have launched the workspace. Yeah. And now if you look at this workspace, we have two things here. Yeah. So we have the profile here, and then we have the workspace that we are logged in. So if you see here, I'm currently using this workspace and I'm not using this workspace. Yeah. So now what will happen is like you basically have to see something called manage portal here. Yeah. In my case, I'm not seeing that. Yeah, I will let you know how we can get that. But the thing is, like right now, I'm logged in using a different. I've logged in using a different account. So let's log into the Azure portal using the login that I have created. Yeah, let me log in and then I will show you guys. Before logging in, I will show you guys how to copy the username that you have created, yeah, because it's not just going to be a normal username that you can use. So this is the uh, principal name that you need to copy, yeah, and then we will use that to log into the Azure portal, yeah. Okay, so let me key in the username here. Yeah, if you see here, this is the username of the login that I've created, that the user that I've created. Let's click on next. Let's give the password that was used while creating this user, and then it will request us to change the password. So go ahead and change the password. That's it for this video. Thanks for
Once the
watching. Have
password
a
is
great day.
changed, you
Jai
will be
Hind.
allowed to log in.
Okay, let's click on next. So it's basically updating us on the MFA. Yeah, it's better to use that. Yeah. So what I'm going to do is like I'm going to set this up. Before that, I will pause the video. I will set it up, and then I will resume the video back. Okay, so I have set it up. Yeah. Okay, so I'm logged in now. Cool. So now what I'm going to do is like I'm going to go to my resource group. Yeah, and then I will select the Databricks, and then I will log into my Databricks workspace. So now if you see here, I'm using this JB Databricks user. Yeah, let's click on launch workspace. We have the workspace here. So now what we'll do is like we will check if we can see that manage portal. Yeah. So now I'm not able to see the manage portal if we can see that. Yeah. And we know like I'm uh, owner, to be frank. Yeah. The global administrator and also the owner of the subscription. Yeah. So as soon as you get in a situation where you don't see that manage portal, the first thing that you need to check is like whether you have global administrator permission. If you don't have global administrator permission, then you will not be able to proceed further. So you need to get in touch with the global administrator in your organization and then take his help. Yeah. But if you're sure like you are having global administrator privilege and still not able to see that manage portal, then what you need to do is like you just need to click on a new tab and then you need to type HTTPS, yeah, account dot Azure Databricks .net. Yeah, so this is the one that you need to use. Yeah. So you basically have to select. You basically have to type HTTPS. Yeah. accounts.azuredatabricks.net. Yeah. Press enter, and then it will sign you in. Yeah. So you just need to click on this sign in with Microsoft Entra ID. You wait for it to sign in, and once you get this, now if you go here and then do a refresh, you need to refresh it. Yeah. And then now you click on this. Now you will be able to see this manage account. Yeah. So the first time when you do that, don't panic. You will not see the manage account. So in that case, you basically have to type this manually. That is your HTTPS accounts.azuredatabricks.net. And once it comes through, then you should be fine. Yeah. So now I will close this. And then what I'll do is like I will select this one and then click on this manage account. Yeah. If you click that, you will see the same screen as what we have looked previously. Yeah. Okay. Now that we are able to see the manage control on the workspace, Databricks workspace, what we'll do is like let's create the access connector for Azure Databricks. Let's search for access connector for Azure Databricks. Yeah. So these things are created as part of my Databricks workspace. Let me create one manually for this. Yeah. Resource group, I will use my Databricks workspace. Yeah. And then name, I will name it as JBADB. Metastore access connector SI. Okay, so I'm going to select the region as South India. Let's click on next, and then let's create it. So let's wait for it to get created, and then what we'll do is like we will provide access to the storage account for this particular connector. Yeah, so it is created now. Yeah, so if you can see here, this is the access connector that we have created. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to head to my storage account and go to the access control IAM. Yeah, and then let's click on add. And what I'll do is like I will search for storage blob data contributor. Yeah, storage blob data contributor. Let's click on next. I will use manage identity. Let's click on select members. And then what I'll do is like I will click on this access connector for Azure Databricks. Yeah, and then I will select this one, which I've created, which is JBADB UC Metastore Access Controller SI. Let's select it, and then let's create it. Okay, so it's created now. So now we are good to create our first Metastore. Yeah, so just click on this catalog in order to come to this account console. What you need to do is like you need to click on this one and then click on manage account. Once you have this account console, click on catalog. Yeah, and then click on create Metastore. Okay, so let's name this Metastore as JBADB SI Metastore. Okay, and region, we know it is going to be South India. Let's select South India. Yeah. And what we need to do is like now we need to provide this ADLS Gen2 path. Yeah. So the container we have the container name. So let's go to our storage account, and then let's click on the containers. Then you have this container. Yeah. So instead of putting it here, I will first put it here. Yeah. Container name is UCM Metastore, and so what's the storage account name? JBADB Unity Catalog SI. So let's put that. Yep. .dfs .core .windows.net, and then let's give the folder there. So let's go here, and then let's create a directory. Yeah, let's name it as UC Metastore. Save it. So this is the name. So let's copy that and then put it here. Okay. So now what I'll do is like I will cut this and then put it here. So yeah. So the ADLS Gen 2 path is this is the one. Okay. Okay. So we need the access connector ID. So go to the access connector that we have created for the Azure Databricks, and then you have something called the resource ID here. Just copy that and then put it here. Yeah, and then click on create, and then let's see if the Metastore creation completes without any issues. So it's getting created right now. Okay, so now what we'll do is like we will select the required workspace. In my case, this is the one. Yeah, and then let's click on assign. Yeah. So just read it once. Assigning the Metastore will update workspaces to use Unity Catalog, meaning that data can be governed and accessed across workspace. Yeah, this is the one important thing here. Data access and lineage is captured automatically. Identities are managed centrally at the account level. Yeah. Before enabling Unity Catalog, consider these readiness checks. Understand the privileges of workspace admin in Unity Catalog and review existing workspace admin and designation. Yeah. Update any automation for principal group management such as SEIM, OKTA, and Microsoft Intra connectors, and Terraform to reference account endpoints instead of workspace endpoints. So read this once, understand it, and then once you are fine with this, just click on enable. Yep. So now if you see here, we have successfully added that particular workspace into the Unity catalog. Yeah. So we have successfully created it. Yeah. Let's look at the recap. Yeah. To summarize, today we explored how to create Unity Catalog in Azure Databricks, starting with the Metastore creation, which is the foundation of the entire process. We have covered the step-by-step procedure to get the Metastore up and running, assign storage, and set permission. This setup will ensure that your data is well organized, secure, and easily accessible for all your Databricks workspace. In my next video, what I'm going to do is like I'm going to repeat the same process, but this time I will be using region East US, and then I will basically show you like how things are same and how we cannot create another Metastore on Metastore or the Unity catalog on South India region, where in this video we have created one. Yeah, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Jai Hind.